Hello everyone. Today I want to quickly take a short moment just to chat about one of my favorite destinations on earth, and this area is called the Amboseli National Park. So ask yourself a quick question: what do you think of when you think of the Amboseli? And if you had said elephant, you are indeed correct. This should be the first thought that pops to your mind. Reason being is because the Amboseli is considered one of the greatest reserves to view large groups of free-roaming African elephant. And the great thing about this reserve is that these animals are so used to and become so habituated to the movements of the safari vehicles that you get to experience very close, intimate encounters with these incredible beasts. And Amboseli is in the southern tip of Kenya. It borders Tanzania, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you would know, if you are keen safari goers or wildlife enthusiasts, that those iconic shots of elephants in front of the beautiful Kilimanjaro these scenes come out of Amboseli. So the mountain itself is in Tanzania, and the elephants that stand before it that you see in photographs would be standing in Kenya, in the Amboseli. But the reason for this video is that I've hosted many a safari in the Amboseli over the years, working with Wildeye, and one recent sighting of elephant in the Amboseli has really stood out, and still does. And this was a sighting that I was blessed with, as well as my guests. In February of this year, I was hosting 5 guests out in the Amboseli, and basically how these animal movements work in the Amboseli is elephants go seek higher ground in the late evenings. So they make their way up to the foothills of Kilimanjaro, so they make their way towards Tanzania and spend their nights up on higher ground. And early the next morning they start making their way back into what they call the marsh of the Amboseli. It's this big open wetland with a lot of vegetation, a lot of good food and a lot of good water. And so therefore the elephants come back there and usually reach these areas as the morning starts swarming up. So at around 10 a.m. The last elephants would have already kind of made their way into the marsh. So on this particular afternoon, what we decided to do is photograph elephants in the marsh and what else we can see out there: the lion, the cheetah, buffalo, whatever we came across. But our game plan for that afternoon was to make our way back to this particular road, which is en route back to camp. And we were in high hopes of getting elephants walking over the road and back towards the foothills of Kilimanjaro. And we were on point. We hit it at the exact right time, because as we had stopped there, we had a herd of about 150 to 200 elephant making their way from, if I made the marsh side of the road, over the main road, making their way towards the foothill of Kilimanjaro. And for any of you who have done research on the Amboseli, if not, best you do. This place is extremely beautiful, photographically, and then just easy on the eye, because with the sun setting in the Amboseli and the very fine dust, Amboseli is the Maasai word for dust devil, so there's a lot of dust in the air there, and you can just imagine a hell of a lot of fine white dust, elephant walking and the sun setting. It was absolutely mind-blowing, and we got to sit there for, yes, it was probably a good 25 to 30 minutes watching these elephants just continuously cross the road in front of the sun, kicking up dust. It was absolutely mind-blowing. The guests that I was hosting on that particular safari were also in awe and loved every moment of the experience. And yeah, this is what they have to say about it. And then thereafter, I'm going to show off my favorite image from that particular scene from the Amboseli. Thank you so much for your time, and chat to you soon.
How was your introduction to Amboseli, Toga?
It was incredible.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I almost forgot what was going on this morning. What was going on this morning?
One of the most phenomenal sunsets. Do you agree, Mary?
Absolutely. Doesn't get any better than this.
Pretty spectacular. Sammy, did you enjoy that, buddy?
Very much, very much. You know, something like this does not come always.
No.
No.
Very special.
Very special.